in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Raymond James Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On play action, Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the ground, this is Trevor Etienne. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Slot man in motion left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. And Lamont Chason into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Ken Jackson there defensively.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. He'll put that complete to Emeka Egbuka. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, I'm 133. Real.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Panthers' 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Throwing is Mayfield. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And third down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a third down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
180!
On first down, here's Irving. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
A run on first and goal. Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Xavier Leggett. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready! Come on!
They'll run. It's Etienne. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Zion McCollum there on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. He's taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Etienne. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
I'll throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Leggett. And it'll be third down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up here. First and 10.
And the Panthers first down.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Back to the right, caught by Sanders. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Panthers football to begin this second quarter. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up.
Ready. 45. One. Ready. Ready.
On the ground, here's Etienne. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends.
That one, take it in. Canarella McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. His 4th TD grab of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irvin. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
J.C. Horn on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, this is their fullback.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
We'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
At the 46-yard line.
Baker to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Galen McMillan, the one he was looking for there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Mayfield. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Call it a gain of 13. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
180! What's that?
On the handoff, it's Irvin. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's in! Bucky Irvin. Touchdown Buccaneers. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Leggett on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready up. Set, ready. Yellow, 22. Fight, 97. Ready.
They'll go play action with Young. He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play.
Here we go, here we go.
A second down throw for Young. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
180!
They'll run with Irvin. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down by Nathan Ransom. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Here's a third down and 4. To throw is Mayfield. Swing this out wide to Irvin. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A A give. This is Irvin. Up the sideline. Past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. On play action, Mayfield. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
8 yards to go.
They go play action with Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. And he'll get a few yards on this return. Up past the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Ready.
Slot man going to move in motion left. Young to throw on first and 10.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on second and 4.
Down. Set.
From the gun, it's Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and a yard. Here's Young to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He's got a man! That's McMillan! He's going to have a Panthers first down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on fourth down.
First down, Panthers.
Here we go. Cut.
Back to throw. Young. That's complete to Etienne.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
On second down, Young. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here's Irvin, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
180!
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Pass pulled in by Irving. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6.
180! Done!
To throw is Mayfield. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's number 40 on the season for him.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mayfield. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
3rd and 9. Now Mayfield going up top for Evans. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Set.
The carry here for ETN. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That off, Tony Pollard. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. 50, great.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's over the middle and interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
right, point it right, point it right. Good. 180. What's that?
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
From the 22 now, here's second and 3.
Stop.
Again, they'll try to go forward with their fullback. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Levante David doing his work on defense. Here's third and 2.
What's that?
Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game. You know, Mike, sometimes when you get all these big bodies in there and you're trying to find space, there's just no space to be had. Here, they try to go with their fullback, and he just runs into a wall of backs. Great job here by the defense. Critical fourth down stop.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to the air, it's Young. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. It is third and long.
Ready.
Now Young. That's swung out to ETN. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on third and 13. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
Here we go. Cut.
Now ETN. And you'll get this up to the 44. Mikey Smith. They're on the stop.
On the double.
It is second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 44.
Let's go. Ready.
Young. Throw with size, but that's going to be incomplete. Tenero McMillan was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down. To throw, Young. That is hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Ready.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Red. 38.
And the Panthers
5-6.
first down.
We get in motion.
Set.
On play action. Young. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Yaya Diaby. In for the sack. He registers number 14 on the year.
Ready.
A second down throw for Young. Open man is Horn. It's complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one. But still a little work to do now on third down.
Come on. Set.
Here's Young. Over him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, a Panther was right there to get on it. So no turnover. They retain possession. On fourth down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
A 57-yard.
That is not going to do it. Tried to fight off a lot with that one. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer. On first down is Mayfield. Left side, he's got Ibuka. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. So they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start. And that's exactly what they're able to do on that first down play.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 52 blue. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Flush to his right. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Ready up.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Set hut. Yellow. 43. Set hut.
They'll go. Young. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now you're driving.
I'm on this game. Maybe too young. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the third down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
24. Panthers 7. Chase McLaughlin.
Here's McLaughlin now. Has the score. He'll kick this one away. Leggett on the return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Ready.
The motion man is Sanders.
95. Set.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's able to fight through one tackler here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now Young. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
60 red. 60 red.
Leggett in motion.
Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 5.
On play action, Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun. This is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with it.
2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Young. Oh, McMillan left open. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 35 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go.
They'll go play action with Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. To the end zone. It is batted away. It is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's third and goal.
33.
Leggett in motion. Throwing here on third and goal. Over the top. He's got it. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
Good.
They'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And now, third and goal coming up. The RPO. That one is complete.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense.
And he's got another one. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on fourth and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Leggett on the return. they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Down. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL had. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running back in, there is a lot of space open underneath. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Okay, Lavon Chason. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he's going to have the Panthers 1st down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
On 1st down is Young. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready. 50, green. Set.
Here's Young to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On play action, Young. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Yellow. Ready.
Here we go. One final play. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Turnover on down.
They go play action with Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers get the win as